Today on 3D Outdoors, it's Super Bowl Sunday. So what are we doing? Getting ready for the big game? Well, no, not really. We're actually going to do some coin roll hunting. We got a bunch of halves, we got some pennies, nickels, a few dimes, a few quarters, about $1,000 worth of change that we're going to run through today, and we'll show you what we get. So stay tuned. Started, we'll just kind of give an update so far this year. This is Super Bowl Sunday, so you know we're not very far through 2018, but if you've been watching the channel, you've seen the totally epic 2 rolls of silver that I got at the bank, and the banks that I go to usually don't hand out customer rolled. You'll see a little bit today that I was able to get, but normally they don't hand that out, so getting those 2 whole rolls was just amazing. And in the regular box stuff that are machine rolled, all I found is the NIFC halves, the not intended for circulations, which are kind of common but not. So I'm saving some of those, but I didn't roll in any video of that or anything. Found 29 wheats so far this year, one of them being this 1957 that looked like it came out of somebody's proof set. How it ended up in circulation, I have no idea, but an awesome find. Also had went back to one of the bank branches that I usually go to and asked for halves one day, and they were out, but they said, you know what we'll do is we'll go around to the teller stations and grab them for you. And you'll see when I get started here, I have some loose halves. Don't ever turn those down if you're a coin collector and you go in. Don't think, well, they've got them on the station, I'm not even going to bother with them, because you can get some good stuff out of them. Now, one of the branches I go to, obviously they recognize you after a while, they know you by name, and one of the tellers, she knows me right away. She's a coin collector, and her dad as well, coin and bills. So we talk, and she tells me the stories about people bringing stuff in. Oh, this I don't need for my collection, and I'm just going to turn it in. And the other day she bought a bunch, and it was all silver. So they do intercept some of that. But the one branch I went to, they went around the teller stations and rolled up a roll of halves while I was sitting there waiting, and in it was a silver half. So don't ever turn down what they're going to pull out of the stations, because you never know what you're going to get, because some people just don't even collect that stuff, so they're not going to look for it. But so that's where we're sitting so far this year. We got the 29 pennies, we have 41 silver halves, we haven't found any quarters, dimes yet. We've got some 1940s nickels and 50s nickels, but nothing in the buffalo or silver so far. So we're going to get into this. I'll get the camera turned around and we'll get going and see what we find, and I'll update you as we go. Alright, like I had said, I have some halves they pulled right out of the stations there, and I'll kind of do a spoiler alert on these. I kind of looked at them right away, and there are no silvers and no not intended for circulations, no rarities in here. So we'll put those right in the return bucket here. We have a box of halves here, $500. So let's get that opened up and see if there's anything in there. A quick opening here on the top. See if we have any enders. And this is an excellent start of the day. Roll that right up there. I don't know if you can see that. I got kind of the light going different directions here. I will put a product description in here for the magnifier and light I'm using in case you're interested in checking it out. I'll put the Amazon link to my Amazon store. Doesn't cost you any more to use it, and it helps me out a little bit if you do. So I'll roll that in there as well. But there's a 1967 half right out of the chute. I guess we probably better open that roll up quick here and see if it has any friends inside the roll or if it's just that one. But it's a 1967 in fairly good shape there. So that's a good start. We'll keep going. All right, I think think we've got one right there. I'll take a closer look. I think we have a silver in the middle right there, in the middle of the stack. Let's pull that out. Could be a double silver day. 1967, it is. Number 2 on the day. Sweet. That's 2 1967s so far. Oh, look right there. See it? Oh, I think we got our third one. That's 2 and 2 rolls. It is 1968. Oh, right there on the end. See that? Oh man. I gotta tell them to get me more boxes from wherever they got this one. 1966. There's another silver. Ooh. See it right there? You need to pull that out of there. Oh man. This is an awesome box of halves, let me tell you. What do we got here? 1968. Wow, that's 5 silvers so far for this box. Ooh, there. Oh my goodness. There's another one. Wow, this has been an epic box here. This is the first time I found a box that's had silvers like I first bought silvers in a box this year. And we have number 6 here, I believe. Yeah, number 6. It's a 1965. So all right, we're wrapping up our Super Bowl Sunday coin hunt. And we had 2 boxes of halves, several nickels. We had quite a few pennies, probably a box and a half worth of pennies that we picked up individually, a few dimes and a few quarters. And through all of that, we didn't get any dimes, no quarters that were worth saving. In the pennies, first of all, we'll hit, there's quite a few Canadians here, the oldest being a 61 and a 41. And there's also a commemorative one here, must be like their bicentennial or something. It has multiple years printed on it. And then we had several wheat pennies as well here. Got a nice stack of them there. We have 2 older ones. We have a, let me zoom in here and look here, 1924 and a 1918. So to find a 1918 penny in a roll, that's kind of rare. Going on to the nickels, we had quite a few old nickels. I think the oldest was a 1939, quite a few in the 40s, bunch in the 50s, and those are the ones I saved. Got those pulled off a side. But the big finds in the nickels, we have 2 of the war nickels. So those are 35% silvers. We have a 44 and a 43. So that's a good find there. In the halves, we had 2 full boxes, like I said, and then we probably had another couple $100 in side rolls that we were able to pick up along the way. We ended up with 4 NIFCs, but the big finds, which really surprised me, is the 1 box, and it was just the 1 box. The others contain these, but the 1 box had all 6 of the silvers in it. We have a 65, 66, 2 67s, and 2 68s, so those are all 40% silvers. So overall, a great coin hunt for Super Bowl Sunday. So there you go. There's some coin roll hunting action for you. This is Dan with 3D Outdoors reminding you to get into the outdoors and enjoy everything it has to offer. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button at the bottom. See you next time.